Okay, this is part 3. I did not expect this to be so long. This is like a Shane Dawson series or something. Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, welcome back, Autism Awareness Week. That wasn't even funny. Okay, so last video I was talking about how I missed my best friend. It was about what's been going on with the whole homeschooling thing. So yeah, back to that. I don't want to put too much information out about my friend because she doesn't even know I'm making this video, but I'm not going to say her name, so I think it's okay to say some things. I'm not going to go into like loads of details. But anyway, I miss her a lot. She was my best friend in year 6. She said that she wanted to be my best friend forever. I remember one day in primary school, this this young girl came up to us and she was like, "Are you two sisters?" And we were like so excited because we're like, oh, she thinks we're sisters, we're related. And that probably sounds like the most stupid thing ever, but honestly, I genuinely wanted her to be my sister. And we were that close. Like, I asked her to be my god sister because I didn't know how it worked, and I was like, okay, maybe if I ask you to be my god sister and you say yes, then technically we are sisters, so now we're related. And yeah, we were weird. I'm still weird. She's probably not weird anymore, but I've just been feeling really sad because before I started homeschooling, I'd always see her walking to school with her new friends. And I'd feel like crying every time I saw her. I remember one day in primary week, I'd been really sad that week. It was like Wednesday, I think. So on Monday and Tuesday, I'd be like trying to catch her eye and she wouldn't notice me, or she'd like look for a second and then look away. Because since we said we'd be friends forever and that we'd live together when we were adults and that she'd be my best friend when we were adults, because autistic people just generally have this black and white thinking, I believed it and I thought that it literally meant, yes, we will be best friends forever and that's a promise. So I said it too and I meant it. And I expected her for that reason to like be all excited when she came up for secondary school. I thought we'd like be best friends again, just like primary school. And then she came up with these new friends and I'd see them together and it reminded me of how we used to be so close, and I just felt almost like I'd been replaced. And it just made me really sad. I remember so on that Wednesday, because I'd been trying to catch her eye the whole week, I was really sad. I was just like walking out across the courtyard, and as soon as I stepped out the door, she like ran up to me because she saw me and she was like, "Emma!" and she hugged me. And I just felt so happy. Like the tiniest little thing like that. I'd been feeling so sad, so anxious. I was really upset because now I thought like she'd be like the answer to my anxiety. I thought that when she came up to secondary school, it'd be just like primary school again. I'd have my best friend back and everything would be great. So when she just hugged me like that, I was like, finally, we're friends again. And in a second or two, she just kind of like, I was like trying to start a conversation. I'm not good at that, so I was just like, how have you been? And she was like, oh, I'm great. I was like, okay, good. In my head, I'm like, wow. I hope she enjoys secondary school, because I'm certainly not. I literally felt like crying because I was so happy, and that was the first time I've like almost happy cried. Then I went to history, and that was history. Because after that, nothing really like that ever happened. One day I was coming out of science and I saw her, and I thought, this is my chance. I can, walk home with her, because I knew where she lived. We'd been around each other's houses all the time in primary school. So I thought I'd walk home with her because she lived near me, and it'd be great. I could talk to her, we could catch up, maybe we could become friends again. So, you know, I got to her and like, oh hi, and I'm like being all cheery, acting all happy, and like, how are you? How's your day been? You know, just trying to like make small talk, which generally people with autism aren't that good at, so I knew at the time I wasn't like being great at it, but we get to like the end of the car park and I'm like, this is the bit where we can walk home with each other, and she stopped, and like just before this I'd been like, do you want to walk home with me, because you know we could catch up and stuff. And she stopped and she turned to me and she said something along the lines of, no, sorry, I want to walk home with my friends. And that hurt so much because I thought we were kind of still friends then. And that was like the first time I was like, wait, we're not even friends anymore. We haven't seen each other in like 2 years. What am I doing? And, you know, I'm not blaming her at all, by the way. She had no idea. She probably thought I had like a bunch of friends because, you know, I would walk home with them. I just wasn't very talkative. And I missed her the whole time. And she had no idea. So don't even, like, if you're watching this, and obviously by now you know who you are because of what I've been describing, I'm not blaming you at all. I know you had no idea how bad, like, I was feeling at that point. So yeah, all I want to say is I really miss you. So anyway, I walked home feeling really down, and as soon as I got in the door I just burst into tears. It was just one of the worst days I wrote about in my diary. I was so upset. I took a long nap because I was exhausted. And yeah, I still miss her, especially now because I just don't have friends really, which, I mean, I always knew I've been like antisocial, but I just never thought I'd be at the point like this where I did not have friends that talked to me. And again, I'm not trying to like blame anyone. I don't talk to them either because it's hard. Like, we don't even go to the same school anymore, so why would they talk to me? If I haven't reached out to them, why would they reach out to me, you know? But I've just been feeling so lonely recently. When you're on your own a lot and you don't have friends that talk too much, and you have loads of anxiety because you're not spending time with other people that are your age, and you're not really talking to people who you trust and you feel comfortable around talking to, thoughts, like bad thoughts, can kind of like build up inside your head and can make you more anxious. I've just kind of been going in a loop with thoughts around my head, oh, I don't even want to go into I'm sorry. It's just so confusing. I got into this whole thing about conspiracy theories because it was like excitement. Like, yeah, they're horrible, but I was like, this is the answer to why everything's been so weird. And one day I was talking to my dad, and I was telling him about this because I was so convinced the Illuminati is real. I mean, I still believe they are, but I was just like in that point where I was like, they're real, they're out to get me, I've got to like warn my parents. So I go and tell my dad, and I'm like having this huge argument with him about it. And he said something like, well, I think it's probably because you're autistic that you don't understand things as much, so it's like the answer to everything. That also really, really hurt, because it was like, okay, think about it this way. Imagine you have a friend that believes in God, and you don't, but like they believe in him, it's their religion, they genuinely believe he's real, would you go to them and say, like, imagine they're autistic, would you go to them and say something like, well, you know, I don't believe in this, I think that's ridiculous, and you probably think that God's real because it's like an answer to, he can help me when I'm having hard times because you're autistic. And I know that's like a different example, but it's still the same kind of thing. Like, you believe in this because it's the answer to what you've been searching for. It's going to help you. And it's because you have this disability. And I just felt like stupid. I was like, wow, maybe I really am thinking this because I have autism. Maybe it's my fault that I'm thinking this. Maybe I am like stupid and I think a completely different way, and I don't understand things that other people do. So maybe to them it's obvious that it's not real, but to me I'm just dumb and I'm thinking it is, and I'm trying to convince other people and I look like a crazy person. And it got to the point where I was like, I just had loads of thoughts like, am I not good enough? What's real, what isn't? I had like, with trust, I didn't know what to trust, I didn't know who to trust. Because I genuinely believed with my whole heart that the Illuminati was real. And I was like, wait, what if they're not? What if I've just been lying to myself? What if I've been getting in a state over nothing? So then I was like, okay, I'm going to stop focusing on this because it's negative and it's not going to help me get anywhere. But then as soon as I stopped, I was like, wait, what if they are real and I'm just putting myself in danger by not concentrating on it? So you see how that kind of made me go around in a loop. At the moment, I'm not trying to concentrate on any of that because it was really getting to me and I still believe they're real, but you know, my videos on them didn't really do well. And I thought, wow, the people at my old school and the people that watch my videos also think I'm crazy. So I stopped doing them, which is why I haven't made videos in a while. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the end of the update, so I don't have to make a part 4 of this. But that's been my 1 year update. I haven't put like the positive stuff in much because it was more the negative stuff that impacted me more, and I just don't see any point in like mentioning like holidays we've been on, or like, oh, and then on Saturday we went shopping. By the way, I hate shopping, so that wouldn't be positive anyway. But yeah. So just to sum it up, at the moment I'm doing definitely better than I was at the end of year 8, beginning of year 9 at school. I'm very lonely. I want friends. I don't know how to make them. I feel like in the future I'm just going to be living on my own with no one. Because like, I want to live with someone. I want to enjoy life as an adult. But I've just been feeling really down about it. Like, I feel like, you know, that crazy cat lady from The Simpsons? Well, yeah, that's basically how I imagine myself in the future at the moment. So, yeah, maybe next year there'll be another update. Who knows, maybe I'll have a bunch more friends. Maybe I'll be at a new school. Maybe I'll be having loads of fun. Okay, that's like probably not going to happen, but okay, I'm going to end the video here because I'm rambling on again, which is something I do a lot. Sorry. And that's the end of the video. Goodbye.